Welcome to my video in which I make a test chamber in a 10-year-old game because I need to test out my video production process and I don't want to do it with footage that I care overly much about. As you can see in the upper right corner, there is a timer. We will be keeping this to an hour to try to time box it and not make an overly complex chamber, but with that, away we go. Oh, one other thing I do want to mention, I'm not using the standard pity tools, I am using Bmod. I do know how to use Hammer, and that's why I'm using Bmod instead. Alright, let's go ahead and start the timer. And there we go. Timer is ticking down. So, I want to make a pretty basic level because I only have an hour, and it takes a surprising amount of time to test out anything here, so let's keep it simple, and I have already pre-decided that the testing element that I want to mess around with today is the Fizzler. I feel like it doesn't get enough love. So let's go ahead and bring that in. The basis of my idea here is that I want to set it up so that you are on this side of the chamber and you need to retrieve the cube after this field has already come up. So one thing I want to do here is actually connect that to the field, and this should start unenabled actually. So the moment that you put the cube on the button, it will do something useful for you, whatever that ends up being, but it will also raise the field, leaving this whole section difficult to get back to. Let's say we have a cube dropper and a bunch of stairs, and we're going to make all this unportalable. In fact, we may as well just start off with a bunch of this unportalable for the time being. I know it makes it less aesthetic, but like, cry about it. So what I'm thinking is you hit that and it actually raises the stairs so you can get to the exit, but then you have no way of retrieving the cube on this side, and that's going to be a problem because there will be another button right here. Haha, surprise, shock. The general plan here is, well, first of all, let's kill some of these ant lines. We don't need them showing up. We just need the one ant line that kind of points to all the stairs at once. That one right there. So general idea is you end up here and you want to respawn the cube using the Fizzler, but you're already up here, and what can you do about it? So first thought is, why not have a thermal excursion funnel? And we don't want to leave that open because then you could just drop to the exit. Let's go ahead and grab the old funnel. These are always fun to work with. And I don't know where this is going to end up either, but we'll just drop it over there for now. And the idea is that you can leave the portals in such a position where you can use the excursion funnel when you're up here to push the cube into the Fizzler and drop it again and win the game. One problem here is that you're already up here and the cube's down here, so I could just have it drop there, but then you can't get up there. And this is where I end up wasting a whole bunch of time. This is why doing anything like this in an hour is so difficult. So we want to get into a position where the cube respawns, and I don't want it to be like a timing thing where you have to catch it when it respawns. That wouldn't be very fun. So I want to make it so that the cube ends up here, or at least is in some way, there's some way that you're capable of bringing the cube up here. And I guess one really easy way to do that, again, just to test sort of the general flow first before we get really fancy with the aesthetics, we want to just take a death Fizzler. So if I put a laser field up there, then the player can't use it to drop up there, but at the same time they can use it to retrieve the cube. So that could work, maybe. It does mean you only get one shot, one opportunity. Not really, because you can just reset the whole puzzle, and that's fine. I'm totally alright with that. I'm gonna put some lights up here because I think it'll look really cool. And it's also a good way of wasting time when you only have 1 hour to make a test chamber. But why not? I'm feeling so confident in this general concept, not taking me the entire hour, that I'm already putting light strips in places and having a fun time. First map build of the session. We're only 5 minutes in. Let's see if we have a workable puzzle. That would be new. I've tried this a couple times before, lost some footage, and certainly having a workable puzzle early on was not a common theme when I did that. Oh, it actually bounced itself directly into the excursion funnel. Ain't that something? Alright, so question number 1, can I get up here? And the answer is yeah, I could just use this, duh. Like, that's so easy. So I'm going to have to be a lot more careful with where I expose the excursion funnel. One thing I want to do is leave a portal over there, one over here, so that way I can escape while retaining one portal here in alignment with the cube. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. Alright, so let's see if the main concept is sound. And it's not. You can't destroy it. The cube's powering the fizzler, so you can't destroy it that way. So, alright, cool. So we don't have a workable concept. I was worried for a moment there this was going to be really short, but heck, no, let's go. We can just have 2 cubes, but then they're interchangeable if you do that. It gets a little complicated. But then again, interchangeable cubes might make it a bit more interesting, because I could have 2 buttons on here, for example, and you need to put cubes on both of them in order to win. No, because my original plan was I wanted to have this be a requirement for the door and also make the field show up. So I could, I don't know, could start with that. And because it doesn't have to be on the other side, there's actually 0 reason for it to be. In fact, putting it on the side you start on makes it more stuff to figure out, because you want to do things in a certain order and you want to hit this button after you've already set this guy up. So that's fine. A bigger problem is how I'm going to have an excursion funnel around and a bunch of portalable floor without allowing the player to go through it. Well, one thing I could do is that. Still moves the cube off the button, but you can't use it to get up. Just for my own sanity, I'm going to move these over here. Not their final positions, but it'll let me move around a lot easier when I'm in the map. So that controls... Oh, we want to break the connection here with the fizzler. So the only one that's connected to the fizzler now is this guy. So you're connected to both the fizzler, and you're going to be a requirement to open the door. Yeah, the positioning of everything right now totally sucks, but mechanics. Figure out mechanics first, aesthetics second. Yeah, I really wanted it to push into the fizzler. Oh, but I could also pull into the fizzler. I didn't think of that either. So if I were to change the alignment here, I could pull it over there. That would also be pretty cool. Okay, it's like I'm figuring out my own puzzle. So if I pull the cube back in, there's no way for me to shut the funnel down, which is handy in this case, because then that means it is inevitably going to drift upwards and out of my reach. But if I were to pull it this way, it'd be cool if you had to preserve a portal to do something, but I mean, I think, let's just see if this works. We're 14 minutes in, and I haven't solved the chamber yet, so let's just focus on that. Okay, so without further ado, let's destroy a cube. Like so. Alright, cool. So now, all I should have to do is portal this guy down there. It doesn't matter where it lands at the moment, because it's all portalic. Yep, there we go. And I have actually solved the chamber. Let's try to arrange this chamber in a way that makes more sense. Needs a lot more room to play with, for one thing. And it's always kind of fun to start the player a little bit higher up so they can get a view of what they're about to get into. So let's do some of that. Yeah, this is starting to look an awful lot like an Auk chamber. I don't know what kind of aesthetic I have, but it's something to do with this these symmetries here. It looks very familiar to other maps that I've made in the past. Okay, so let us begin. You go on that button. And it's like, oh no, if I do that, I'm in trouble. So now I got to use my portals. Get myself over here. Ah, now there is something I can use. Does mean we have to do a cube swap, but I feel like I'm not asking for a lot here. Like, there's only 2 cubes to keep track of. It's not that crazy. So then I remove you from here, put you on here, And then I'm going to go put you on the original button. A crazy plot twist. Okay. Now for the last step, where I need to destroy this cube. Well, I literally can't do that, can I? So I'm going to have to change this so that way it actually has line of sight correctly, which I'm totally cool with. Let's just go do that real quick. So you come down here, you come down here. I didn't like how close that was to the button anyway, TBH. It was like going to fall on it one of these times. And let's see if we can validate this. I am halfway through my allotted time, and I'm only just starting to make this chamber make any sense. Okay, so I don't have to worry about where my portal is in there. Ooh, interesting. These are both in alignment with each other, which means I can't use that to move that off there. Huh. Is there a way out of this? So that just shrinks that, and of course it means the cube can't come through that. What the hell, Portal 2? Well, that's not supposed to work. It's supposed to collide. Oh boy, I might be in trouble. Alright, so let's say that that did collide. And I couldn't get it out. Like, is there any other way for me to kill this? Oh yeah, yeah. If I got rid of that light, I could pull it in that way, and I could pull it across that way, and it would be a two-step process, and that would be pretty neat. So, let's say I did that, but I need to figure out this great problem. That really can't happen. We can't have it be. We can't have it go through the. Why does it go through the thing? Oh, there's always something, man. All right, let me save this real quick. So this is going to be like, I don't know. Fizzler Testo 1. Really creative name. Save it, and let's go make another one. How does this always happen? I can pick like the most simple map concept and something in the Portal 2 engine, or more specifically the whole petty builder plus Portal 2 engine will screw me over somehow. And this just happens to be the way in which it's decided to screw me over. Can I go through it? What the hell? So it'll block the player. It'll block the player, but it won't block objects. Oh my word. Wait, I think there might have been something in BMod for this. We are back. We have loaded a new thing in BMod. Unexploitable single player grates, which sounds like it's exactly meant for my use case. So I'm going to just do a little comparison here. We're going to make another funnel. If this works, and it is unexploitable, I will be singing BMod's praises. No doubt. It will have saved me yet again. Honestly, like, it's like a freaking third DLC for Portal 2 at this point. Okay. Hey, it's even got a little helper. Nice. I like that. Oh. Oh. Okay. The funnel though? The funnel though. You're supposed to let the funnel through though. Oh my goodness. Why? What happens if I add more of these? Does that solve any problems? Does it create new ones? See, you can trap it in there. You can literally phase the freaking thing through. But if you want to actually, like, prevent it from getting there in the first place, you are out of luck, apparently. Alright, we need to plan B this. Learned something new today. Wish I were happier about it. I could just put a grate on here, I guess. Nothing that stops me from doing so, I don't think. Does make the solution even more obvious than before, but I'll take that to having like a finicky timing solution. I don't like timing-based solutions in Portal. It's definitely not how I anticipated this this project going, but it's pretty neat. Oh, lighting's uneven there. I don't have a whole lot of time with that one either. Don't have a whole lot of time to solve that one, I should say. So let's put you on here. There you go, right? So now I actually need to get it over here. I can't do that, but I can if I do that. Are you serious right now? Oh, are you serious? What happens if I put, I mean, I know this is like such a Hail Mary, but what happens if you put 2 grates on there? Yes, seriously, this is what I'm trying. Oh man, what is my plan C? I would have assumed that it would have worked on the other side. All right, this will be a very quick and easy thing to validate. Oh, that's hilarious. Gonna need to move that back a bit. That's easy. I can do that. So there's literally 2 grates. Will it go through? It doesn't care at all. Those grates may as well not be there. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Why? Why does it work like that? That's so stupid. Wait, this has a really, really easy solution. Just move it up. Just move it up. Because they will collide. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be assuming here, but I believe that it will collide if there is an extra unit here. You can't trap yourself in there, which is very helpful. Putting a cube in there isn't going to gain you anything. I can light it up, because obviously that'll get pretty dark otherwise. Oh, of course, duh. Strip lights don't work that way. They will block portals. So instead, why don't we use these cool little square lights, which I like so much. And we want to actually draw attention to these, so we're going to make them cool lights. I mean, they were already cool lights, but now they're going to be cool lights. Yeah, what do you want? I'm stressed. Okay. I want to get rid of these because they're not symmetrical and they kind of don't make any sense anyway. In fact, to that end, I could probably just bring this whole chamber in by 1. Like so. I don't know if I like that. I kind of do. It makes the chamber a little easier to parse. You know, these weird little alcoves there that aren't really doing anything. So we've got this, we've got this, we've got this. It'd be cool to have another observation room or 2, perhaps. I don't know if we need these warm lights. It might. I don't think it's not quite well lit enough. Let's put a light over here. Try to do like final pass and get ready for testing at the same time. A light over there. And let's put another observation window over here because it would kind of make sense. And one over here if it fits. It don't fit. All right, that's fine. Didn't need you anyway. Okay, got the observation windows. I don't think there's really anywhere else I could put them at the moment. You can put them on the floor? Why? That's so pointless. All right, well, here's hoping the grates actually work because it's kind of based all around that. That's what prevents us from being like a timing-based puzzle. Let's give it a shot. Okay, we come into the chamber. 2 cubes drop down. Go put this guy over here. Use it to retrieve cube number 2. We need this guy to die, so we're going to do the cube swap. Like so. Put a portal there. And we need this guy over here. Throw a portal there, bring him into the death field. I don't think I've shot that portal once, right, 1 time in this entire episode. And there you have it. Chamber complete. Thanks very much for watching this episode of Awk Makes a Portal 2 level. And hopefully next time we'll have something a bit more exciting. You know what I'll settle for? Just not finding a bug in the petty editor while we're trying to build a chamber. I would settle for that for next time. So anyway. Thanks for watching. See you next time. And if you want to play the map yourself, the link will be in the description.